Hello, and welcome to these video series. I wanted to make a free training for you to understand why you get PMS in the first place. Okay, so if you have been taught at all that PMS is normal, that it's a female curse, that everyone gets it, please throw those ideas in the trash where they belong, because we are going to create a new model and a new way of being that is empowering and healthy and feels really, really good for you and the people in your life. So if you are sharing this with a spouse or a partner, maybe this is for you, maybe this is for your teens, please spread this information with everyone you know, and let's revolutionize the way that we see PMS and have it be non-existent, okay? Because it is completely unnecessary, and I'm about to show you why. So why do we get PMS? There are a few reasons, and of course I will cover them in my book, The Painless Period Guide. And what I want to share with you, some two key principles on this training, is excess estrogen and lifestyle. Okay, and what I mean by that is we have a delicate balance between progesterone and estrogen in the body. Okay, and so what happens is when we are either under high stress chronically, which most people are in this society that we are in today, thankfully there's solutions, it's just a part of what reality is. We actually end up taking away from the production of progesterone, which maintains your uterine lining. A lot of women I work with end up going on medications or other challenges because they are having fertility issues, but no one has ever told them about their progesterone, estrogen, cortisol balance. So what happens is when progesterone is low, estrogen becomes high. And when we see high cortisol, typically we also see high estrogen. Okay, and so we actually end up increasing our estrogen load, not only by stress and lifestyle, but something called xenoestrogens. And then we actually don't eliminate estrogen properly from the body in the first place. And then we end up having this vicious cycle. Okay, so some of the xenoestrogens come from cosmetics, it comes from our skincare, it comes from our water, and this is just like things like plastics and chemicals. So I highly recommend having natural makeup, natural shampoo, conditioner, body care, lotion, laundry detergent, dishwasher soap, all of it. And if you have a partner in your life that's a male, it also will affect males. There is estrogens, and that affects all of us, okay? And so really aim to have a more clean and clear environment in that way and assist your body using these principles. So as I mentioned, when cortisol goes up, so does estrogen, and then we have progesterone that reduces. And so I want you to have something on a daily basis that makes you feel more calm and at peace. It might be a meditation practice, yoga, working out, anything like that. Breath work, journaling, a float tank, massage, infrared sauna. Schedule this in. And most importantly, be mindful of your thoughts, because it is most of the time our thoughts that create that stress in our life. Like, I'm not good enough. Am I not beautiful enough? Smart enough? All these thoughts, you know what they are for yourself, okay? So be the detective of your mind and listen to the episode on becoming the CEO of your mind on the Luscious Living podcast as well to help with this. Next is we end up having impaired liver because, again, the amount of toxins that we have, and our liver is working very, very hard, and we need a healthy liver to be able to eliminate excess estrogen. I talk a lot more in the book on that as well. The third reason is that we have something called dysbiosis, and this is just an imbalance of the friendly bacteria in our body. And so you want to feed your body with probiotic-rich foods, which are sauerkraut, kimchi, pickles, apple cider vinegar. So have these on a daily basis and you will feed your gut bacteria. And you also need fiber and prebiotics to feed this bacteria. So things like chicory root, dandelion greens, onions, garlic, leeks, Jerusalem artichoke. Okay, so maybe you don't have these in your diet regularly, but now is the time to begin. We also end up having insufficient fiber. Especially if you are on a low carbohydrate diet or keto diet, anything like that, you're likely going to have insufficient fiber. You need to have fiber, again, to feed that friendly gut bacteria and bulk your stool to eliminate. If, for example, you would like to increase your fiber, which if you're listening to this and have any PMS symptoms, I need you to increase your fiber intake. I had someone on a call recently say that she was eating fig Newtons to increase her fiber intake, and I commend her, and that is not the best way to do so. You can do this by increasing things like chia seeds, avocados, quinoa, sweet potatoes, yams, pears, apples, carrots, essentially all whole foods, which is the most important thing you could do, okay? Next is insufficient water. We need to have water and fiber to form our stool and eliminate excess estrogen. Otherwise, it gets recycled back into the body, and then we have an even more amount of estrogen in the body, okay? So make sure you're going to the bathroom at least once a day, and increase fiber, increase movement, increase water if you are not. And then lack of nutrients. So a lot of the time we see cramps, we see lower back pain, acne, things like this, because we are either consuming the wrong kinds of nutrients or we're not getting the right kinds of nutrients. A lot of the time, if you simply increase your vitamin E, you will reduce breast tenderness. If you increase your omega-3s and the magnesium, you will likely decrease your cramping. And actually, I think I just said you increase your breast tenderness, but you will decrease that. You definitely don't want more breast tenderness, but vitamin E right before your period will help. And of course, I go more into that in the book. The next thing is to, again, more solutions. And how you can do that is, again, as I mentioned, adding more water, pure water. I recommend going beyond the Brita and having Santivia, for example. I use the Berkey. It is more of an investment, but what better investment to make than in your health and in you? You are worth it. You are deserving. So again, having about 2.5 liters of water, you might need more or less depending on your activity level. Again, focusing on whole foods. There is no marketing behind a whole foods balanced diet. So you do not need to eliminate any carbohydrates. Have the whole foods in your diet, okay? And always go for those upgrades. And again, fermented foods or probiotic supplement. If you have any questions on probiotics, let me know. I am here to serve you. Okay, and then we're going to speak very briefly about lifestyle. As I mentioned, you want to have a reduction of stress. Incorporate those things in your day that make you feel good. Increase pleasure in your life. This is so not talked about. Use the china, use the nice cutlery, use the beautiful napkins, use the coffee that you love. Because when we actually have more pleasure in our life, that calms the body. When our body is calm, that's when we actually get to decrease cortisol and increase our relaxation response and our healing and support the body and everything it needs to do for us, okay? So again, reduction of stress and lymphatic drainage. I recommend getting a dry brush, which you can get at any health food store, and starting from your left side at the bottom, going up in circles, and brushing your skin. You're going to feel great. Your skin is going to look great. You're going to drain your lymph, and actually rebounding and exercise also does that. You can get a lymph massage at a place, or you can look up actually how to do lymph drainage massage on YouTube as well. Okay, so I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions, and enjoy your cycle.